Federal government assures of decent workforce and industrial harmony to enhance productivity. Akwa Ibom State Government, in collaboration with United Nations High Commission, makes move to interface refugees to their host communities. Strategies for improved maternal and child health in focus as Nigerian Medical Association hold 36th annual general meeting in Uyo. A very good morning to you and many thanks for joining us on the news. I am Kevin Samuel. Please note that this broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times channel 103 and our social media platforms, the Facebook and YouTube. Now to the stories. The Nigerian government is enhancing labor administration, social dialogue and industrial harmony in the country through deliberate policies and interface with social partners. This was part of the government's commitment at the 2023 session of the National Labour Council held in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Clement Baikwe will tell us more.
Decent workforce and industrial harmony are key ingredients for better productivity. The Nigerian government had this in mind when it set up the National Labour Advisory Council to provide ways of achieving a labour administration system in line with international best practices. And with the policy direction of President Bola Tinubu, Nigeria is set for a stronger labour administration system.
And I want to assure Nigerians that with this new administration, that the labor administration system in Nigeria will grow stronger and bigger because the government intends to ensure that its citizens, not just workers, all citizens are well taken care of. And the president does not mince words.
Of concern among council members here are the need to urgently cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal and the emerging trend where state governments establish ministries and departments of labor, thereby implementing parallel guidelines and policies to those developed by the federal government.
Nigeria is now the chairman of the governing board of the ILO. So much is expected from Nigeria to lead the way, especially for the continent.
We have the right information to tell Mr. President, no, 500 billion is grossly inadequate.
If you deal with the industrial relations environment and we have peace, harmony and productivity, it translates to growth all around of our economy.
It's about making the country productive and having a level playing field for everybody.
For us, it presents an opportunity for the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria to push for workers in the face of inequality and high cost of living.
Resolutions at this meeting are expected to be forwarded to the federal government for implementation. In Uyo, Clement Barikui, NTA News.
The Nigerian economy needs to undergo constant diversification to create jobs and boost the living standard of the citizens. This was the position of stakeholders while marking the 2023 National Productivity Day in Uyo. John Paul Alumina was there.
Diversification of the Nigerian economy, the productivity imperative, is the theme for this gathering meant to create awareness about the activities of the National Productivity Center and their role in the Nigerian economy. National Productivity Center has lined up productivity and quality improvement schemes to provide business solutions for the technical business challenges to enable the business community in Akwa Ibom State to become more productive and competitive. The youths will also be engaged by the center to imbibe a productive attitudinal mindset using its productivity coaching and mentoring scheme for students in schools.
We do a lot of training, productivity trainings for them and for individuals. In Akwa Ibom, we just opened a new office and the government of Akwa Ibom are really supporting us. We are really working together as partners to conduct productivity trainings for their public servants.
Sensitize the public to the strategic importance of the National Productivity Center.
The Akwa Ibom State Governor, represented by the head of Civil Service, Effiong Essien, notes that the state government takes entrepreneurial development seriously and will continue to invest in any activity that will improve the well-being of the people. He insists that the abundant natural and human resources need to be harnessed to boost the state's economy and improve job creation.
We leverage on the partnership that we have established with the National Productivity Center over the years to improve on our human capacity and also the human capital development of the state.
The resource person, Professor Paul Oribi from the Department of Economics, University of Uyo, says lack of economic diversification is often associated with increased economic vulnerability, such that external shocks can undermine the development process. In Uyo, John Paul Alumon, NTA News.
Now, moving forward, asylum seekers, refugees, and internally displaced persons are to be properly integrated into their host communities and enjoy equal access to social amenities. This is the thrust of the message at the refresher training organized by Akwa Ibom State Emergency Management Agency in collaboration with United Nations High Commission on Refugees held at the Government House, Uyo. Report. Organized by Akwa Ibom State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, in collaboration with the United Nations High Commission on Refugees, the training is to refreshing critical stakeholders on their roles towards ensuring an all-inclusive society for refugees, asylum seekers, internally displaced persons, returnees, and stateless persons. The Deputy Governor, represented by the Permanent Secretary of our office, Grace Jim, commended stakeholders for the critical roles they play in accommodating persons with concerns while assuring that the state government will continue to provide an enabling environment for all.
I want to thank everyone here for the part we have been playing towards people of concern, maintaining security and peace, helping in developing skills for the refugees among us.
The refugees are concentrated in 4 LGs: Oron, Eket, Eket, and Etu.
Some of the refugees speak on their relationship with host communities, describing it as cordial.
I am happy because everything has worked well. There is no difference between a refugee and the indigents.
But now you can identify the difference between refugee and SDK people, because some of my people then we have started speaking in that language. And I'm thinking when to marry the woman from Akwa Ibom.
The event featured paper presentations on the core mandate of the intervention, professional ethics regarding day-to-day dealings with persons of concern, peace building and conflict resolution, as well as interactive session where participants made clarifications and contributions. From the Government House. No woman or child deserves to die from a preventable cause. These and other maternal health concerns resonated at the 36th Annual General Meeting and Scientific Conference of the Nigerian Medical Association, Akwa Ibom State Branch. Umo Obasi Edet has details.
Research shows that every single day, Nigeria loses about 2,300 under 5-year-old children and 145 women of childbearing age, making the country the second largest contributor to the under 5 and maternal mortality rate in the world. These alarming statistics, therefore, is the reason for the theme of the 36th Annual General Meeting and Scientific Conference of the Nigerian Medical Association, NMA, Akwa Ibom State, which is Maternal and Child Health Strategies for Improving Statistics.
Unless and until we also give emphasis to the provisions of the National Health Act, we will be moving in circles. The problem with Nigeria is not the unavailability of policies or solutions, but it is the will and the courage, and if you like, the political commitment to drive the realization of the advanced solutions.
Of the primary health care system continues to pose a major challenge to maternal and child health. The domestication of the residency training allowance is long overdue. We use this opportunity to appeal to His Excellency Pastor Omano to look into this, as this will go a long way in encouraging these young doctors to go to residency.
Health experts say for there to be any significant improvement, there must be collective commitment.
And getting the statistics that were there, because without the statistics, it will be impossible for you to plan and then achieve what you want to achieve at the appropriate time. Those statistics are very important.
We have to recognize that the impact of maternal and child health goes beyond the individuals. It proudly affects the socioeconomic progress of our nation. When we invest in the well-being and development of mothers and their children, we are investing in the future workforce, leaders, and contributors to society.
The theme and sub-theme speakers x-rayed the many interventions that could help in checking the increasing statistics.
The impact of a mother on a child transcends that child's generation. A healthy mother will give birth to a healthy child.
You have up to 440 million people living in this country. And that is massive. And that has great implications for everything, including the health sector.
Goodwill messages from various stakeholders, including the oldest medical practitioner in Akwa Ibom State, Dr. Esenewo Esenewo, and CME lectures also formed part of the conference. It is hoped that the annual general meeting and scientific conference would profile rapid and lasting solutions to tackle this health emergency. In Uyo, Umar Basedate, NTA News.
Still talking out, eye specialists have advised Nigerians against the use of unprescribed lenses to avoid permanent blindness. George Were, who sampled the opinion of an eye specialist and some Nigerians fired in this report.
Fashion and health should not be mixed because of the damaging effects of the latter. This is the position of opticians and ophthalmologists who have raised concerns over rising cases of eye defects caused by wearing of unprescribed glasses by many Nigerians, especially the youth, all in the name of fashion. The experts have identified itching, dryness, blurry or double vision, and persistent headache as well as soreness in the eyes and around the eyes as some of the dangers of wearing unprescribed glasses.
Depending on what your needs are, we can give you a pair of lenses. A pair of lenses might not necessarily mean you have an issue. It might have to do with your job. People that are in, like our biggest customers are people that are in tech, people that are in the banking sector, people that are in information technology and everything. What do they all have in common? They spend a lot of time on the screen. So they may not have issues, they just need something to shed. Before you are certified okay, you have to do a test. Because if you go there and just buy glasses, the odds are that the person you patronize for those glasses might not be a trained professional, maybe an optometrist, an ophthalmologist. The person might not be even a trained optician. The person might just be a quack operating.
Despite the warnings by the medical experts, some Nigerians share their views on why they use glasses.
Maybe they have some medications. Some have it to correct their sight, like the one I'm using now. It's for sight and also for reading. And also as you advance in age, your sight becomes dimmer. So I think that could also be one reason.
I'm wearing the glasses for medical purposes. I'm short-sighted. But mostly nowadays, people are mostly wearing glasses for fashion, sunshades and all this other stuff. But my own is medicated.
Glasses to aid me in reading, that I don't have to stress my eyes. You know, before I get my glasses, I discovered that if I read too much, water will be running down my eyes. But since I started using the lens, it has stopped.
Prolonged use of laptops and phones, that's why. And then watching television in a room that is enclosed, no light. So those are the basic things. When we were children, we were always playing. We had our time to play outside, do other things. But now parents think the only way they can engage their children is to give them a phone to play with.
It protects my eyes, especially when it's dusty and there is much sand. Like when I'm walking on the way, buses pass and the breeze comes, and it doesn't affect my eyes because I'm wearing a sunshade. I could notice most of the times when I don't wear it, bus passes by and all the sand might just affect your eyes.
It is strongly advised that one must see an optician for proper examination and prescription before buying a sunshade or medicated glasses for use. Health is wealth, so take good care of your eyes to avoid eye problems. In Uyo, Zose Were, NTA News.
Let's now join Bade Adeleye for sports update.
Following the recent poor performances of Nigerian clubs at continental level, Head of Operations Interim Management Committee of the Nigeria Premier League, Davidson Owumi, is optimistic that Nigeria's continental representatives, Eyimba, Remo Stars, Bendel Insurance and Rivers United, will put up a good performance in the CAF Champions League and Confederation Cup this season.
Until we are able to get the system working and stabilize it, then we begin to think of trophies or laurel.
In another development, basic education, discipline, patriotism and dedication dominated discussions on the third day of Nigeria Olympic Athletes Commission seminar as Olympians joined in the think tank session as the 4-day event ends in Abuja with an award ceremony to honor outstanding Nigerians who have contributed to the Olympic movement.
It's the only thing that unites everyone, the nation, the country, everywhere, and bring a lot to the country. I'm a business.
And finally, 12 teams are to compete in the 2023 National Women's Rugby Sevens tournament scheduled to hold in Asaba Delta State from 13th to 17th July. Speaking to NT Sports in Abuja, President of the Nigeria Rugby Football Federation, Ademola Are, said the teams are coming from the 6 geopolitical zones of the country as the Federation looks to select athletes for its national teams.
Because it's a building process for us, and so we want to see them. I believe we have the players that can do Nigeria well.
The president also commended the men's team, Black Stallions, for their brilliant performances in Mauritius recently. With sports updates, Bade Adeleye, NT News.
To end the news this morning, another look at the major stories. Federal government has assured of decent workforce and industrial harmony to enhance productivity. Akwa Ibom State Government, in collaboration with United Nations High Commission, has made moves to integrate refugees into their host communities. You also heard in the news that strategies for improving maternal and child health was in focus at the Nigerian Medical Association 36th Annual General Meeting. Thank you very much for being a part of the news this morning. I remain Kelvin Samuel, urging you to be a star by joining NTA's campaign against rape and rapists. Have a good day.
Okarirut nyan enwongo edino etin daga kutum abigiben uforo idi. Akwa Ibom said the United Nations High Commission edaka yogon daga edisrungwam no me refugees ye idongom moebaga. Etang me usong eriben ndaga rikbeme nsong irem tugo yen nangante Nigeria Medical Association etu mambono mo oyo erep me frete. Akwa Ibom emesiero anyang miedu wemedi mo Samson yai kum membok nyan sini no mufo kubagan senemi. Ukara irut nyan enon lutum utum ukara yogon daga ke dikat mbo kambono bo yemme usiagifia enie inen koto nti ubonum pokoro ebana yemme ufa utum mfen amiero takpan po ame ukara nekeke eni ekikere ebanga ame mo eketanga kerinam iswa 2023 ame National Labour Council kuyo yaikom bogomi oyo eti ndaga utemje inem ufo utemusiagifia ado etim paria asekenam no uforo adogori iroro kedogoro ukariru nyanemanie ami kekikere nanga ekemeke nkame National Labour Advisory Council keri yemusong nkanbo kenie oyogo ndaga utum kendutam yubonumpo abigingwam keri kanbo kada kikpege ame unadut kenanga asanga ye ubonumpo yendutam arai wud ukara irut nyan bola ame tinibu ebu kirut nyan ebe ngide medinie mbunutum ukara eniege oyogon songonda yiberedem koyu ukarami kemmeneme ye mpo abege kemme kamandutam emaitang ufon edisob yem usongeri panme ufen ye nsongompo ame fuel subsidy removal abeneri nkomi anekebege me ukara kemme state ministries ye mensionsio ikpege uforutum kammoeri yem musong mbet yempo abigine kisanga ye ubonompo ukara keriben unwam ndi nkomboganam no eriongebu kemme unyemme sekeni kembonodo keyen enam no ukara idut nyan erionge banga manaturo erino oyogo unyemme ke patre mikuyo mikpo akama ndutom ukara etangebu kufon aba kekberepe ndaga uforo idut nyan kerinam no utomoba abiginam mbonowo ekup inemuwem amiedo nemeke nanga eketumo arinam usen amedi onkente 2023 National Productivity Day kuyo yaikum membogomi kembonodo kiko igwood akedogo erinam no ndaga irut nyan atara erisem kpombanga usong erinam kpo abenden koryeri akedo erinam no mbonowo eni fyok ebanga arinam ame ufogutum National Productivity Center yobia utum mo kandaga uforo irut nyan ufogutumodo eni ngan sion kpo ebiginam keriben onwam ndi kefrefet ndaga akpanakpan kemmetie ame eni ngam kpagukut keri kanbo kenam no Kwaibom State adobio ame eni oyogo ndaga kikbege uforo nkomi wanko eyani mensionsio ukbempo ame mo iboreto mufogutumodo korondi chofongwet nko erikene mbo mukbempo kem mufogutumodo kemmi komo adai wuru kara Kwaibom State ame adai wuru fogutum civil service akeda agano efiongesien ama bo kukara steremi ene kesenidem kerisunu nwam no mbun ukbeb ubogutum ke frefet ikpege nko kerinamado nko aneke yem mbonogwo ekene senubok enam mempo abigiben uforo yutum idi state ame ata ifiok Paul Oribiyi ame ufong wet nta ifiok uyo ama bo kuna erinie mkpobenne uforori asenam no uforo anie mkpagukot etang me ufon amena gantembun uyemwam ye refugees korambun eminiere nteto ekene eria ufon enyongeni unen kemme irong amemmo ebaga amieri ko eketanga kembono ukbempo ame ufogutum eriong akente Kwaibom State Emergency Management Agency egetumo ye United Nations High Commission on Refugees kufogutum ukarami kuyo yaikom membogomi kemme arinam ame ufogutum ekoto Kwaibom State Emergency Management Agency SEMA ekeriana keked ye United Nations High Commission on Refugees egetumo emaebo kepempo ado eridemme ifiok mme kamandu tamu fogutumodo manaturu eri kaninam mubion utemomo oyogo kerino mbon refugees unwam korombono womfen Oriana dai wuru kara Kwaibom State Senator Akune Yagayi ame permanent secretary fogutumomo akere agano Grace Jim ama ko me kamandu tam ufogutumodo kammo erinam oyogo ubion utemomo kemme unwam amemmo inogo mbono gworo anyongo kukara stedeme era ka yogom bengirem erino mo iberedem no ena mutemo mo ekrunen usong me refugees ema itangiko ibanga ibwana ame moiniere ye mensiensio irong kedina marunku ema eno ukpe mpo ame kede meke me ifiok onyong ye kike mbono wo koro mensiensio mpomfen uwe medi mo Samson Okangen yagisiong ire mikpongwan uworo yendo uswara yagidiana ke ibob obionyen manatoro idiria ofon inisu akwaibom nitoeka tembok nyan kubalan sene metre ronyang medu we medi mo Samson eso songa kang bangutong tutundu breyo